6 feet tall, 185 pounds on the nose for Vitor, 186 for Marquardt. Both fighters with a reach of 74 inches. All right, now for the official introductions, we turn it over to Bruce Buffer. And here, Vitor Belfort, the minus 165 favorite here tonight. Comeback on Nate Marquardt at plus 135.
Preparado, Vitor. You are okay? Let's go to the fight.
Belfort, the southpaw in the black trunks. Nate Marquardt, the orthodox fighter, is in blue. Here we go.
It's one thing to say you want to take down Vitor Belfort. It's another thing when you're standing across from him and you've got to close that distance. Marquardt has got to be very smart in the early going and how he sets up his takedowns, and perhaps he'll wait and clinch with Vitor a little bit more, slow it down, and look for the takedown later in the round.
Watch that left kick to Vitor. He loves to rip the body early and the inside kick early to set up the left high kick later in the match. So look for that left kick to the body and the inside kick from Vitor to Marquardt.
Belfort has not been to a decision since 2007. Perhaps we'll see a more patient approach here tonight since he has aligned himself with Firas Zahabi.
Oh, the judges, I just saw them get up and go to the restroom. They're not even watching.
They're out of here, yeah.
Quick right hand from Marquardt to get in the clinch. Smart move. He wants to try and beautiful trick by Nate Marquardt.
That is a tough takedown, and he was able to get that. And he said he was going to force it, and he made it happen. Very nice by Marquardt.
And just over a minute in, Marquardt gets that takedown. Let's see what he can do with it here, operating inside the closed guard of Vitor Belfort. Couple shoulder strikes there for good measure.
Marquardt's so seasoned on the ground. He's pink Asian champion several times. I mean, he's so good on the ground. Vitor is too. And this is where Vitor's actually good. He goes for the overhooks, he gets you tricked, and all of a sudden he explodes to an armbar, explodes to a triangle. But it's going to be hard, flat on his back, with Marquardt knowing what's going on.
Marquardt's just an excellent all-around mixed martial artist. He's obviously older now at 38, but you talk to the fighters he trains with, and they all rave about how much they learned from Marquardt. He just showed some beautiful technique on that takedown.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, trains at 10th Planet and also Easton with Elliot Marshall there in Boulder, Colorado. Well, Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series premieres Tuesday, July 11th on UFC Fight Pass as Osiris Maia interrupts the action here. Back to the feet, less than 3 minutes to go. July 11th for Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series. You can see it all summer long, Tuesday nights on UFC Fight Pass.
That's tough. That's a quick stand up there. If you're in the corner, Nate Marquardt, he's got to take into account that this referee is going to stand him up quick. He's got to get busier than that. He can't allow Vitor to get those overhooks and slow down the pace. Oof. He's thinking about it, Dom. He's thinking about that left kick. And we always talk about his fast hands, but man, in the later part of his career, it has been those kicks that have been absolutely devastating for Vitor Belfort.
Later in his career, he's done a good job conserving energy, understanding where he needs to do with it as he's gotten tired in some past fights. But you see, he'll sit, he'll lull you, Vitor, make you think he's not going to do anything. And then out of nowhere, he explodes with that high kick, that body kick, that inside kick, and then follows it up. Marquardt needs to be aware, keep his defense tight, and be ready.
Looked like a slip from Marquardt. Now Vitor attacks the body. Less than 2 minutes here to go, round one. We'll see if Marquardt chooses to shoot here again.
Vitor finally uncorked that left hand. I don't care what age he is, it's still fast and it's still powerful.
The tools are still there for both these gentlemen. The pace has just gone down a little bit, but the tools are there and they know what they're doing. That's what's going to make this a lot of reads in this matchup.
And the ability to withstand the punishment. You know, both of these guys can win by knockout with one good shot against each other. They've just been in there with some of the best for years, and that does take its toll. But a signature of Firas Zahabi trained fighters is they are very disciplined, they're very patient, and they are accurate with their strikes. We're seeing that from Vitor now.
Vitor's looking to set up a huge explosion with the left hand, right hook, and the left high kick. I mean, those are his moves, and that's what he does. He waits, and then he explodes on you. And that's why Marquardt needs to throw more feints. He needs to keep Vitor thinking and guessing more, because if you let Vitor have the space, have the energy, be comfortable, that's when you start having problems with him.
And Marquardt cannot allow Vitor to walk him back to that fence. Beautiful right hand there from Marquardt as he stepped back and launched forward. Caught Vitor by surprise.
30 seconds now to go here in round one of a possible three. Inside leg kick for Nate Marquardt.
This has been an issue at times for Vitor, where he's been too patient in fights. When you look at his fight against Gegard Mousasi, he really waited a lot in that fight and allowed Mousasi to dictate everything behind his jab.
Now, Marquardt's finally feinting. You see how he's faking? That's what he's got to be doing now. He pulled out the strike.
Eastern on FS1. Bri, your thoughts on Firas Zahabi's message there, maximizing those 60 seconds between rounds?
I thought he did a really good job. The first thing he did was work on Vitor's confidence and tell him, hey, you look great, you're in great condition, which is something that Vitor needs. Then he put in the technical advice. Hey, when you back up against the fence, you've got to let go of the combinations, and you're faster than him. Let loose the counter strikes. I agree. Vitor's a little too patient in round one. I think Nate Marquardt, when you couple the strikes he landed and the takedown, probably won that first round.
Dom, did you see a speed discrepancy and advantage for Belfort there in round one?
I do see a speed discrepancy in Vitor's favor, but he also needs to throw more. Like Brian's saying, he's kind of conserving a lot because he's worried about getting tired. That's why Firas is telling him, you're in great shape, your cardio's fine. He has to hear that. He has to know he's not going to get tired because that's how he's lost in the past. But Vitor is conserving and doing a good job using his best weapons at the right time. Marquardt really needs to throw more and keep busy so Vitor doesn't get any momentum. And there it is. That's what he needs to do, Marquardt. Keep busy.
Marquardt finding the range here early round two.
Yeah, really nice shot, sneaking in that right hand after his shoulder bump to get out of the clinch. Trevor Whitman does such a nice job at teaching fighters how to use their feet to land punches. He's very technical.
Oh, that was Vitor's most significant strike of the fight there. Marquardt shakes it off.
And Vitor's going to jump on him.
Belfort lands the uppercut there. Now a knee for Vitor. Back and forth we go here as Marquardt counters. Short hook is there for Belfort.
This is not what Marquardt wants. Don't get into a firefight with Vitor, although he ate those punches and he's staying in it.
It's so nice. Vitor slipping the right hand and Marquardt ripping a left uppercut and then going back to his left kick. Those are his precise weapons and he's countering perfectly.
When Vitor's confident, that's when he's most dangerous. And sometimes it has to build in a fight for him. That exchange there, now you see him getting more offensive. His confidence is high.
He's waiting for the right hand of Marquardt. He's timed it now, and now he's looking for that left uppercut right behind the right hand of Marquardt. And then he follows up from there. He's just waiting for the counter.
Marquardt lands the jab. Under 3 minutes here to go in round two. Brazilian fans urging their native son Vitor Belfort on here.
And the footwork is slowed for Marquardt, but he's sticking with the feints, and he has to. He cannot allow Vitor Belfort to get the timing and get his rhythm.
There's just not enough pressure on Vitor right now. Vitor can fight this type of fight for a bit. He's comfortable right now. You can't let Vitor be comfortable. When he's not throwing, when Vitor's not throwing, Marquardt needs to be faking, and that was a good hook he landed. That hurt Vitor a little.
Immediately opened up a cut there to the left of the left eye of Vitor Belfort. Good location if you're Vitor.
Look at the right hand of Marquardt low. Getting lower and lower as the rounds go on. Got to keep that right up if you're Marquardt. Vitor's looking for it all the fight. You walk him right into it. That's why you'll see Vitor circle. He'll walk away to try to pull you a certain way and then fire an explosive kick.
Marquardt had no issue flying under the radar this week as everybody talked about Vitor Belfort and where he would go from here. Less than 90 seconds now to go in round two.
Marquardt clipped Vitor hard with that hook, and it really cut him pretty good. And those tricky kicks are working for Marquardt. I like to see him keep using those. They keep Vitor worried and back.
And yeah, it's exactly what he's doing. He's just trying to keep his range and keep this a long fight. He doesn't want to be in the pocket with Vitor Belfort boxing. And if Vitor comes to crash the distance, I wouldn't be surprised to see Nate Marquardt level change and try and get another takedown.
I like how Marquardt threw a right hook because he saw that Vitor's slipping it when he throws it straight down the middle. That body kick is nasty.
Yeah.
He follows it up. Smart going to the body of Vitor.
Looked like Vitor was able to land a counter there, but Marquardt has taken control after that previous flurry from Vitor.
When Marquardt does commit to the right hand, he knows he's in Vitor's range. He immediately looks to clinch and push away. He's been very smart. You can see he drilled that a lot in this camp because he doesn't want to be in the pocket. throw the right hand, commit to it, then clinch.
Marquardt with a pretty good combination. Belfort squirms out of harm's way. Waning seconds here of round 2.
Man, outside of that big flurry from Vitor early, he's really allowed Marquardt to work his way back into this round and potentially steal it.
And really all Marquardt has to do is stay busy with the feints and stay busy with the punches, punch count, kick count, and he can get ahead with Vitor because Vitor is just countering.
Or distribution of this copyrighted work is illegal and punishable under law. So let's see how both sides approach this third and final round. We haven't seen a takedown attempt from Nate Marquardt until the one that he was successful in landing a minute in, but perhaps some pause given the quick stand-up from the referee.
Perhaps. He eats another left hand like that, I think we'll see him shoot for more takedowns. But this is what Vitor can't allow. He can't allow Nate to just sit there and play this long game and get into his rhythm. Vitor's got to press the action a little bit more. Because waiting for the counter just hasn't been enough right now.
4 unanswered strikes from Marquardt to Vitor, and that's where Marquardt can get ahead. Just keep staying busy, keep the feints, keep throwing, keep the numbers high, keep the punch count high, and Vitor will fall behind and look for the big counter and then start getting anxious. That's how Marquardt's got to do it. Now Vitor needs to keep looking for those kicks and listen to his coach and get to pressuring and be first.
1 minute gone by here in round 3. Nate Marquardt has been the more offensive fighter.
It is imperative Marquardt continue to do those feints. The people at home, you may not understand what those do, but when you can feint like that and freeze your opponent, you ruin the timing of Vitor's quick and big left hand.
Well, we'll see if there's an uptick in the urgency here for Vitor Belfort. He would seem to have some work to do.
And Marquardt's got to be careful. He always keeps his hands low, and that right hand is down by his chest.
Vitor is looking for the perfect counter shot right now, and that's why you're seeing him wait. He's just waiting for the perfect knockout. That's it. He needs to get busy and just be okay with landing light like Barasa told him. Just throw it out there. Be quick if you're Vitor.
So far, this has been a really, really smart fight and smart tactical approach by Nate Marquardt.
I think the last minute, Vitor's really going to wait and turn up for that and just try to explode at the end of the fight. Try to conserve himself until then. Ooh, he's always looking to slip that right. That's the number one thing he's looking for besides the left high kick. Just trying to pull out that right hand. Nice. Marquardt keeps landing that. I'd like to see him follow up after that. Maybe some punches or something.
And now's the time he could bait Vitor in with 2 minutes left. He could bait Vitor to walk forward a little bit and shoot a takedown. He can get Vitor on his back and just try to ride this round out.
Definitely going to see a takedown attempt soon. I guarantee that. I really have a feel.
Ooh. Nice left hook there from Marquardt.
2 minutes now to go to decide this one.
Now you'll start seeing these gentlemen turn up in this third round right here. They've been waiting for this last 2 minutes, both of them.
And you know, when Vitor walks him back to the fence, he's got to uncork. That's where he's going to let go of his combinations. Exactly what coach told him.
He landed the right hand there, but Vitor one and done. Perhaps he will go the distance for the first time in 10 years tonight.
Crazy. We jinxed him after all the talk about not going to a decision since 2007.
That judges better hustle back here. Vitor lands now.
Not over yet.
See, Vitor's only looking for the big kill shot. He needs to put combinations together. Be okay with that. That'll give him the finish he's looking for. Here it comes. He just landed big.
Couple good right hands this round for Vitor. Shot from Marquardt. Good sprawl by Belfort.
Beautiful takedown. Belfort's got to jump on him here.
Yep, he's hurting. He's got Marquardt hurt and desperate. He needs to kill him right here and get it done. Get the kill. Because it could go either way right now.
Oh! Just misses with the right hook. And Vitor definitely turning on here. Trying to steal this round and finish his fight.
Partially landed that head kick.
And that right hand is so low, if he would set up the head kick with the hands, he may be able to land it instead of just throwing the singular high kick. You hear the corner, Trevor Whitman, telling Marquardt, get out of there. They don't want anything to do with the pocket.
20 seconds now to go. Marquardt wearing it at this point. Final 10 seconds. Marquardt presses forward.